It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's on the doorstep of another milestone in a great season, approaching 1,200 yards. It's the Bengals and the Browns, next on Madden Football.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, it's January 7th, but we haven't seen you since New Year's Eve, so we have to say Happy New Year, one and all. And partner, Happy New Year to you. This is it, the conclusion of the 2023 season. Hard to believe, but we got a good one here between division rivals. And you like what the NFL's done here, making Week 18 all division games.
I think it's one of the more inspired moves by the league because they've made these matchups really count. And typically they mean something, not a lot of coasting as people head towards the playoffs. But I do have to ask, January 7th, is it too late to say it? We're kind of right on the borderline, aren't we, about Happy New Year? Because that always seems to be the subject of debate.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Here we go.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Here we go.
They'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Gotta get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The Browns at 8-8 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he's inside the 40 to the 38-yard line.
First and 10 at the 38-yard
play action. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-0. Now a throw here to his running back. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Thompson Robinson off of play action. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL. But it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this is good. It was running kind of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. That time a little misdirection really seemed to fool the defense.
And think of it this way. From the time you're in high school, you're taught to watch film and pick up tendencies. Sometimes they can use those against you, though, when they break their own tendencies and hit you back the opposite direction, huh?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position you have to be, you just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 37. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
11.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Higgins. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. From the 33, here's second down at 7. Again, it's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 16. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area. So you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
11, Thomas.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
11, MT, take.
Here's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Drew Sample, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Here comes Amari Cooper and the rest of the Cleveland offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense. Well, they've been pretty much a mess against the pass, number 31 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Cade York on now for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, good start for him in this one here in the first quarter, and he's now 2 for 2 on field goals.
And I know while the offensive coaches are telling their guys, hey, let's leave the kicker out of it unless it's an extra point, this could pay dividends if this game is tight down the stretch. His confidence is going to be sky high if they need him for a big-time kick.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. That's caught one more time by Boyd. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. From midfield now, Burrow. It's complete to Williams. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. And Burrow going to throw again. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Burrow looking to pass. To Mixon on the check down. So he stopped for no gain. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. To the air again, Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got it to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
The Browns 11-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. Muscles by at the 25. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. Now this is just the last thing you want to see in the final week of the regular season. I hope he's okay. We'll step aside and be right back. On the bootleg, here's Thompson Robinson. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Daxton Hill puts it off.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking up one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 38 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Cleveland offense making their way out. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half, because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
First down, Cleveland.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 36 yards on the play. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a short gain here, down to the 22. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Throwing on 2nd down, Thompson Robinson sliding out of the pocket. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up, 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into the bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought he was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
On the jump. Alert! Alert!
Thompson Robinson will sneak it, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns are able to cut into that deficit. Now Cade York for the extra point. He's got it. They're back within a score. It's 8, 21-13. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. He's doing of having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one, but occasionally the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly, maybe someone tipped it off, but on that play, it had no chance.
And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Come on.
2nd down and a yard.
Second and 1 at the 49-yard line.
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
At the Bengals 8-yard line.
And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Let's go now.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Thompson Robinson off of play action. He'll buy some time right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on a team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now Burrow. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside.
Here we go. 11.
Again, it's Burrow. It's Williams on the catch. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now 2nd and 3. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
12.
Here's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
Here we go.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. McPherson's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin with as good a rivalry as there's been the last decade or so. Baltimore playing host to their AFC North rivals, Pittsburgh. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Odell Beckham with a touchdown catch from Lamar Jackson. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Tampa Bay Bucks. It's Bryce Young with a good day throwing it. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, let's get to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. Isaiah McKenzie, a touchdown reception. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He threw a first quarter touchdown pass, then 2 more in the second quarter, a 3-touchdown half. And he may just be getting started. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Cincinnati and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Browns offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb, and he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd and 6. Thompson Robinson now to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. To throw is DTR. And that is incomplete.
So many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. Yeah, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 27 yards there, first down. Now it's Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Levante David. And the Browns are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. On first down, Thompson Robinson. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for the Bengals TD. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. Now Charles dealing with a third and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum, but all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Give him 32 on the play. Throwing. Thompson Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 41. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Now Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT.
Burrow on play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, you know, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Thompson Robinson now. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Jones. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
1st and 10, Thompson Robinson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. The handoff to 4 up the middle. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And all the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bengals will get the football back.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Burrow's thrown into the hands of Sample. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 33. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th.
11, 12, 11, Thomas.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
On the line, right?
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. It's complete to Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Dumps it off to Mixon. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll go for a gain of 7. Headed second down.
Here we go, here we go.
At the 4-yard line.
11, 11, 11, 11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Touchdown! Tyler Boyd from 4 yards out. And the Bengals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, here we sit, week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Thompson Robinson trying again on 2nd down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
3rd down from the gun, Thompson Robinson. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Jordan Battle. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions. For him, that's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it and think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Burrow will throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Now it's the backup Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. Touchdown, Browns. Jordan Akins, 44 yards. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the completion good for 7 there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They go play action with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Browns drive about to get started. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw, Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
This is caught. Touchdown. Jordan Akins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Browns get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They'll try and throw for it. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 20. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
Here's Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
Now it's Burrow. Shoves him aside. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Thompson Robinson off of play action. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Akins. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Ford. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Touchdown, Browns! Nick Chubb, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Dragon 60. Let's go.
Thompson Robinson will throw for this. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Mixing up the middle. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Simeon. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Myles Garrett in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Simeon. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Cleveland offense making their way out. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Thompson Robinson. They'll roll him out right. Complete to Bryant. And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Thompson Robinson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The two big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
Chubb on first down, no room to roam as he struggles just to get back to the line of scrimmage. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. On the bootleg, here's Thompson Robinson. Rolling to his right. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York. He's hit 3 times already, and this for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Browns who are going to get possession first here in overtime as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
Simeon in need of something big following that sack, facing 3rd and long. They're going to look to throw. He's got it to Williams. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys. They're like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Thompson Robinson throwing here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb. He'll get this down to the 38.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give. This is Chubb. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Mike Hilton, he came up nicely there and dropped him behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. An absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got into overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans